my name is RAIQUISHA ERDINA and I will explain about introduction. Academic performance is the measurement of student achievement across various academic subjects. Teachers and education officials typically measure achievement using classroom performance, graduation rates, and results from standardized tests. Many students tend to ignore the importance of maintaining healthy lifestyle, as they have to catch up with many assignments due date at one time and study for the exam. Factors such as sleep quality, physical activity, and eating habit play a significant role in maintaining academic performance. Primarily, many students eat fast food like junk food and instant noodle because it is easier and save pocket money. Meanwhile, most students are forced to change their sleeping time and alter their sleeping quality because of heavy academic workloads, leaving little time for exercise. So, this study aims to examine the relationship between students' lifestyle, habit, and their academic performance. Now, I will move on to literature review. For eating habit, existing studies have focused on breakfast consumption, with evidence showing that more frequent consumption, higher nutritional quality of breakfast are positively associated with academic achievement, according to Burroughs et al. 2017. Next is sleep quality. There is evidence that enough good quality sleep is important for long-term learning, for neurocognitive and psychomotor performance, and for physical and mental health, according to Peralta et al. 2021. Lastly, physical activity. According to Barbosa et al., physical activity has a medium positive effect on academic achievement as opposed to acute physical activity which demonstrate no benefits. Further research showed that physical activity interventions significantly improve processing speed, inhibition, and attention. For the sample process, the target population in this study is students from Faculty of College of Computing, Informatics, and Mathematics in University Technology Mora UiTM, branch around. Total number of sample size N is equal to 71 students. Was non-randomly selected from KPPIM students, involved 6 courses, that is from CDCS 143, CDCS 110, CDCS 240, CDCS 248, CDCS 251, and CDCS 255. For this study, we use the convenience sampling technique, which falls under non-probability sampling.
Hi, my name is NURUL AKMA. I will present the first objective, which is to identify factors of lifestyle, physical activity, eating habits, and sleep quality, effect on academic performance among students at KPPIM. The regression analysis shows a weak to moderate relationship between the factors physical activity, sleep quality, and eating habits, and academic performance with an R-square value of 0.115. This means 11.5% of the variation in academic performance can be explained by these lifestyle factors. The model is statistically significant with F change equal to 2.890 and P equal to 0.042. Among the factors of lifestyle, physical activity has a statistically significant positive impact on academic performance, with a coefficient B equal to 0.198 and P equal to 0.024. However, for the factor sleep quality and eating habits were not significant contributors. The residual analysis shows no extreme outliers, and the predictions are well fit with a standard deviation close to 1, indicating the accuracy of model. In conclusion, while the overall model demonstrates statistical significance, physical activity is the most influential lifestyle factor affecting academic performance in this study. This insight highlights the importance of maintaining an active lifestyle for improved academic outcomes. Next, the second objective is to determine the relationship between physical activity and academic performance among students at KPPIM. The address is we formulate the following hypothesis. The null hypothesis is there is no relationship between physical activity and academic performance among students at KPPIM. The alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between physical activity and academic performance among students at KPPIM. We use the correlation coefficient analysis to test the relationship between these two variables, physical activity and academic performance. Before proceed with the analysis, we check for the normality delta for both variables. It shows in the normality table, both variables are normally distributed. Based on the correlation analysis, the result indicate that the relationship between physical activity and academic performance is significantly correlation coefficient as the p-value is 0.015, which is less than the alpha level of 0.05. This means there is correlation between physical activity and academic performance. Therefore, we can conclude that physical activity have a weak positive impact to the academic performance and we reject the null hypothesis.
Hi, my name is NORFARYSA. Let's proceed with the third objective. The third objective focuses on determining the relationship between eating habits and academic performance among students at KPPIM. To address this, we formulate the following hypothesis. The null hypothesis, there is no relationship between eating habits and academic performance among students at KPPIM. The alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between eating habits and academic performance among students at KPPIM. We use correlation coefficient analysis to test the relationship between these two variables, eating habits and academic performance. Before proceeding with the analysis, we check the normality of the data for both variables. As shown in the normality table, both variables are normally distributed. Based on the correlation analysis, the result indicates that the relationship between eating habits and academic performance is not significant, as the p-value is 0.269, which is greater than the alpha level of 0.05. This means there is no correlation between eating habits and academic performance. Therefore, we can conclude that eating habits do not have a strong impact on academic performance, and we accept the null hypothesis. Now, let's move on to the fourth objective. The fourth objective focuses on determining the relationship between sleep quality and academic performance among students KPPIM. For this, we establish the following hypothesis. The null hypothesis, there is no relationship between sleep quality and academic performance among students KPPIM. The alternative hypothesis, there is a relationship between sleep quality and academic performance among students KPPIM. We use the same analysis technique, correlation coefficient analysis, to evaluate the relationship between sleep quality and academic performance. Prior to this, we conduct a normality test. As shown in the normality table, both variables are normally distributed. The result shows that there is no correlation between sleep quality and academic performance, as the p-value is 0.085, which is greater than the alpha level of 0.05. Based on this finding, we accept the null hypothesis, which states that there is no relationship between sleep quality and academic performance among students KPPIM.
Hi, my name is RUSHDA. Now I will be presenting the findings of Objective 5, which is to identify if there is a significant difference in the mean weight between male and female among students KPPIM. There are two assumptions of the hypothesis for this objective, whereas the null hypothesis stated that there is no significant difference in the mean weight between male and female students among KPPIM, and the alternative hypothesis stated that there is a significant difference in the mean weight between male and female among students KPPIM. To compare the weight distribution among male and female, we conducted a May-Whitney U test since the data does not follow normal distribution. It shows that there is a significant difference in the weight ranks between genders where the test statistic U was 172.500, the score of -2.788 and the p-value was 0.005. The mean rank for male is 51.13 was higher than the mean rank for female student which is only 32.92. This indicates that males tend to have higher weights compared to females. Since the p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. This indicates that there is a significant difference in the mean weight between male and female among student KPPM. Now, let's take a look at Objective 6, which is to analyze the demographic profile of the respondents. As you can see from the picture, we can conclude that the majority of the respondents were female students with frequency 59 respondents and the remaining were male students with frequency 12 respondents. The highest respondent of education level was diploma, which has 67 respondents, and the lowest respondent of education level was degree with only 4 respondents. The majority of student course was CDCS 143 with frequency 58 followed by CDCS 110 with frequency 10. Student course of CDCS 248, CDCS 251, and CDCS 255 all have the lowest frequency with only has 1 respondent. 66.2% of respondents were semester 5 with frequency 47 followed by semester 1 with frequency 15 respondents. The lowest respondent was semester 3 with frequency only 9 respondents. The mean weight is 58.31 kg with minimum 35 kg and the maximum of 90 kg. For hours of working per day, the mean was 3.79 hours with range from 1 to 8 hours.
The purpose of this study is to examine the relationship between factors of lifestyle that affect academic performance among students at KPPIM in UiTM RUL, among which are sleep quality, physical activity, and eating habits. To conclude, this study is not completely accurate because there are several external factors that affect the result of the sample data. Among them, there is a significant gap between the number of male and female students who responded to this study, causing it to be unbalanced, which may have influenced the result. Also, students may misunderstand the questionnaire items, leading their answer not accurate. Moreover, the duration of the study is limited, making the data were collected also may not accurate. In conclusion, research with a balanced sample and consideration of additional variables is more recommended to gain a comprehensive understanding. Thank you. That's all from us.